Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 2, verse 7. Then Yahweh Elohim formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. This verse is one of the most profound mystical verses in the entire Torah. According to the Zohar, this verse reveals the creation of the human soul as a fusion of heaven and earth, of divine breath and earthly dust. It is not merely the animation of a body, it is the indwelling of divine essence into a vessel. Humanity is portrayed as a microcosm of all worlds, embodying the entire structure of the Sephirot, capable of uniting the upper and lower realms. The first phrase we have Yahweh Elohim formed man. This is dual divine forces. The use of Yahweh Elohim indicates the fusion of mercy and judgment. Yahweh Tetragrammaton represents infinite, compassionate, formless light. Elohim represents structure, limitation, law, and judgment. The Zohar teaches man is formed by both. Yod-Heh Vav-Heh, Yahweh gives the soul, Elohim gives the form. Thus, the human being is not simply a creature, it is the synthesis of polar forces, a bridge between spirit and matter, light and vessel, eternity and time. The next phrase we have from the dust of the ground. This is the sacredness of matter. Dust in this verse symbolizes physicality, humility, and potential. The element of Malkuth, the final Sephirah, the vessel that receives all upper energies. The Zohar does not view dust as lowly, but as receptive and pure when properly prepared. God selected dust from the four corners of the earth so that man would be a composite of all elements. This is from the Zohar, chapter Bereshit. This means Adam was made from a universal template, binding him to all creation. The next phrase we have breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. This is the divine soul seed. This is one of the most mystical moments in Torah. The Hebrew Nismat Hayahim, which in English is breath of life, refers to the divine soul, a spark from the highest level, Nesama. The verb vayipach, in English he breathed, implies intimacy, as one breathes into another from the innermost self. The Zohar says, one who breathes from within himself. Thus, God gives from his innermost essence. The soul of man is not created, it is emanated from the infinite. The next phrase we have, man became a living soul, the activation of consciousness. The phrase Nefesh Hayah, in English living soul, here is interpreted by the Zohar as the unification of body and divine breath. This is not just biological life, it is awareness, speech, creative will, and the capacity for divine connection. The Targum, which is from Aramaic translation, renders it as a speaking spirit, indicating the emergence of Ruach, the spirit level capable of articulating the divine. Man becomes the only creature who can pray, name, create, choose, and transform. The Zoharic image behind this verse is Adam as the living Merkavah, chariot. The Zohar describes Adam as the image of the upper worlds, the throne of the Shekinah. This means Adam was not merely an individual, but a cosmic being, reflecting the full map of the Sephirot. His body contained dust from all corners, and his soul contained light from the highest heights. Thus, humanity is the meeting point of the infinite and the finite. The human is a temple, a place where God enters the world. The mystical parallel of this verse is our breath as divine link. The breath we carry is not our own. Every breath is a reminder of our divine origin. Through intentional breathing, prayer, and speech, we can reconnect to the source. The Zohar teaches that when we speak holy words, we reactivate the original breath God placed in us. This verse, according to the Zohar, reveals the most intimate act of divine human contact. God forms man from dust, then he breathes his own essence to him. The human being is thus earth and spirit, form and formlessness, vessel and light, the full image of the divine in both structure and soul. The name Yod-Heh Vav-Heh Elohim in this verse signals a balance of energies, mercy and judgment, infinity and boundaries, woven into the very fabric of humanity. The dust represents our rootedness in creation, while the breath represents our origin in the infinite. Man becomes a nefesh hayah, a living soul, not simply animated, but conscious, speaking, and capable of spiritual ascent. The Zohar teaches that every breath we take echoes the original breath of God, and our mission is to infuse the earth-bound self with the awareness of that light. Ultimately, this verse declares, "You are both from below and from above. Your body is from the four corners of the earth. Your soul is from the breath of the infinite. Your life is the unfolding dance between the two, a chance to unify them in divine service and conscious presence." That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.